The Senate will come to order. The Secretary will call the roll.
Senator Buck. Here. Senator Cannizzaro. Here. Senator Daly. Here. Senator Doñate. Here. Senator Dondera-Loop. Here. Senator Flores. Present. Senator Goycochea. Here. Senator Hammond. Here. Senator Hansen. Here. Senator Harris. Here. Senator Krasner. Here. Senator Lang. Here. Senator Neal. Here. Senator Wynn. Here. Senator Orenshaw. Here. Senator Pizzina. Present. Senator Scheibel. Here. Senator Sievers-Gansert. Here. Senator Spearman. Here. Senator Stone. Senator Titus. Here.
Thank you. Let the record reflect there are 21 senators present. Please rise for the invocation by Father Jeff Paul of St. Peter's Episcopal Church in Carson City, and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor. I was hoping to cut a deal with the Senate today. I will work on getting the rain and the snow to fall only in uninhabited places, while you folks work on making daylight savings go away. Deal?
Deal.
All right. Take a nice deep breath. Faithful God, calm us into a quietness that heals and listens and molds our longings and passions, our wounds and our wonderings into a more holy and human shape. May our souls be preserved in peace from winter's dawn light till winter's twilight. We invoke blessing and protection upon this Senate today and upon all who work herein. And the people said,
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order of business number 3, reading and approval of the journal. By previous order of the Senate, the reading of the journal is dispensed with, and the President and Secretary are authorized to make necessary corrections and additions. Order of business number 8, waivers and exceptions.
The March 14th, 2023, the Fiscal Analysis Division, pursuant to Joint Standing Rule 14.6, has determined the eligibility for exemption of Senate Bills numbers 126, 158, 204, and 253, signed Wayne Thorley, Fiscal Analysis Division. End of exemptions.
Thank you. Order of business 9, motion, resolutions, and notices.
Senate Joint Resolution 5, introduced by Senator Scheibel, etc., urges Congress to expand the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program and the Special Supplemental Nutrition Program for women, infants, and children to cover the purchase of menstrual products. End of bill.
Senator Scheibel.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that SJR 5 be referred to the Committee on Legislative Operations and Elections.
Senator Scheibel has referred SJR 5 to the Legislative Operations and Election Committee. Are there any objections? If not, so ordered.
Senate Joint Resolution 6, introduced by Senators Spearman and Assemblywoman Gonzalez and Taylor, proposes to amend the Nevada Constitution to provide for annual sessions of the legislature. End of bill.
Senator Spearman.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move to refer Senate Joint Resolution 6 to the Committee on Legislative Operations and Elections.
Senator Spearman has referred SJR 6 to the Legislative and Operations and Elections Committee. Are there any objections? If not, so ordered.
That concludes order of business 9.
Order of business 10, introductions, first reading, and reference.
Senate Bill 272, introduced by Senators Spearman, Doñate, Daly, Dondera-Loop, Harris, Lang, Wynn, and Pizzina, revises provisions relating to governmental administration. End of bill.
Senator Spearman.
Thank you, Mr. President. Move to refer Senate Bill 272 to the Committee on Government Affairs.
Thank you. Senator Spearman has referred SB 272 to the Government Affairs Committee. Are there any objections? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 273, introduced by Senator Lang, etc., and Assemblyman Wynn, etc., changes the name of the Nevada State College to the Nevada State University. End of bill.
Senator Lang.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that we refer Senate Bill 273 to the Committee on Education.
Senator Lang has referred SB 273 to the Education Committee. Are there any objections? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 274, introduced by Senator Daley, revises provisions relating to industrial insurance. End of bill.
Senator Daley.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that Senate Bill 274 be referred to the Committee on Commerce and Labor.
Senator Daley has referred SB 274 to the Commerce and Labor Committee. Are there any objections? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 275, introduced by Senator Daley, revises provisions relating to manufactured home parks. End of bill.
Senator Daley.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that Senate Bill 275 be referred to the Committee on Commerce and Labor.
Senator Daley has referred SB 275 to the Commerce and Labor Committee. Are there any objections? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 276, introduced by Senator Lang, revises provisions related to collection agencies. End of bill.
Senator Lang.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that we refer Senate Bill 276 to the Committee on Commerce and Labor.
Senator Lang has referred SB 276 to the Commerce and Labor Committee. Are there any objections? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 277, introduced by Senators Harris, Flores, Neal, and Wynn, revises provisions relating to cannabis. End of bill.
Senator Harris.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that Senate Bill 277 be referred to the Committee on Commerce and Labor.
Senator Harris has referred SB 277 to the Commerce and Labor Committee. Are there any objections? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 278, introduced by Senator Spearman, revises provisions governing child care. End of bill.
Senator Spearman.
Thank you, Mr. President. Move that to refer Senate Bill 278 to the Committee on Revenue and Economic Development.
Senator Spearman has referred SB 278 to the Revenue and Economic Development Committee. Are there any objections? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 279, introduced by Senator Spearman and Assemblywoman Brown May, revises provisions relating to employment. End of bill.
Senator Spearman.
Thank you, Mr. President. Move to refer Senate Bill 279 to the Hardworking Committee on Legislative Operations and Elections.
Senator Spearman has referred SB 279 to the Legislative Operations and Elections Committee. Are there any objections? If not, so ordered.
That concludes order of business 10.
Order of business number 12, second reading and amendment.
Senate Bill number 4, introduced by Health and Human Services, revises provisions governing certain programs to pay for prescription drugs, pharmaceutical services, and other benefits. The people of the state of Nevada, represented in Senate Assembly, to enact as follows: Section 1 and to Section 1.
Are there any amendments?
There are none.
SB number 4 is referred to the general file.
Senate Bill number 43, introduced by Health and Human Services, makes various changes relating to services for aging persons and persons with disabilities. The people of the state of Nevada, represented in Senate Assembly, to enact as follows: Section 1 and to Section 1.
Are there any amendments?
There are none.
SB 43 is referred to the general file.
Assembly Bill 165, introduced by Assemblywoman Howdege, revises provisions governing payments for a permanent partial disability. The people of the state of Nevada, represented in Senate Assembly, to enact as follows: Section 1 and to Section 1.
Are there any amendments?
There are none.
AB 165 is referred to the general file.
That concludes order of business 12.
Order of business number 16, remarks on the floor, introduction of guests. Senator Harris.
Thank you, Mr. President. Today, March 14th, is Nevada Blind Children's Awareness Day at the Legislature. On the Senate floor with me, I have Ava Nolte, who is a constituent of mine, as a representative for the Nevada Blind Children's Foundation. I also have Miss Maribel Garcia. Nevada is one of 7 states that does not have a school for the blind, though there are 15,800 children currently who are blind or are visually impaired within this state. The Foundation's mission is to educate, employ, and empower children who are blind and visually impaired to reach their fullest potential. Would you all please make them feel welcome?
Senator Wynn.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have 3 guests here, if I can get them to stand up. I have Miss Carrie Morton, who I have known for about 20 years when we were baby lawyers, and she is here today with her 2 kids, Kyler and Drew, and they are going to be supporting their father and her husband as he presents in Senate Judiciary today. But if we can make them feel welcome.
Senator Severs-Gansert.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have with me today Dr. Jennifer Carson, and with her as well, if you would stand, Brennan Pott, and also Jennifer Williams, if you will stand. All three of them are from the Dementia Engagement Education and Research Program, also known as the DEAR program, at the University of Nevada, Reno, and they're here to support Brain Awareness Week. Brain Awareness Week is celebrated annually on the third week of March globally. The purpose of Brain Awareness Week is to bring awareness to brain research and the diagnosis, treatment, and prevention of brain disorders, including Alzheimer's disease and other dementias. Under the leadership of Dr. Jennifer Carson, a gerontologist with 35 years of experience in long-term care and aging services, the University of Nevada, Reno's Dementia, or DEAR program, focuses on building capacity for brain health, promotion, and dementia care and support at the individual, organizational, and community levels. The DEAR program, based again at the University of Nevada School of Public Health, is the administrative home of the Dementia Friendly Nevada Initiative, which aims to create communities that are respectful, educated, supportive, and inclusive of people living with dementia and care partners. Guided by a nothing about us without us approach to community-driven improvements, Dementia Friendly Nevada works in partnership with people living with dementia, care partners, and other community members to provide education and resources regarding early detection and diagnosis, dementia risk reduction, care partnering, workforce competencies, meaningful engagement, and fostering community partnerships to advance social change across the state of Nevada. Finally, I'd like to introduce the members who we already had stand up, and they're doing a really nice job, and Dr. Carson gave me some more information. This is the first year after COVID they're able to meet in person, and they have 11 groups across Nevada, including 4 in Lyon County. It's a hot spot. So would you all help me make them feel welcome?
Senator Pazina.
Thank you, Mr. President. I am so happy to have with me today R.J. Gourrier, whose parents are dear friends of mine, Ricky Gourrier and Jennifer Lopez, and he is celebrating his spring break here in the legislature, where hopefully in not so many years he'll be sitting at one of these desks. He was one of my youngest canvassers at 5 years old just a few years ago, and now he's here getting more engaged in the political process and the legislature. Please, please make him feel welcome. Thank you.
Senator Buck.
Thank you, Mr. President. In 2016, Teresa Ann with Love with Lemonade was moved after hearing about an attack on police officers in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Seeing a lemonade stand on the Disney Channel, she held her own lemonade stand and with some help from her parents, and raised over $1,300. This money was subsequently directed towards police canines in need. She continued with her lemonade stands and helped others by visiting the Children's Hospital or donating to Toys for Tots. Over the next 2 years, Teresa would spread her love and lemonade profits to a total of 34 police and fire departments in 3 states. In total, she has raised over $20,000 since the summer of 2016, all of which was given to help others. And yesterday, she ran to honor fallen officers with K-9 SWAT, firemen, NHP, Capitol Police, from the firehouse to the memorial. She has a huge heart and never fails to express her appreciation and gratitude for those who protect and serve. Please join me in recognizing her efforts and making Teresa Ann feel welcome.
Senator Krasner. All right, Senator Donate.
Thank you, Mr. President. Today we do have guests from Nevada PEP, and so if they can please rise. We're honored for their work today. As we know, it's Children's Week, and so we have folks coming into the legislature to speak about issues pertaining to our children. Today, the folks that we have are going to be talking about children's mental health. And I am joined today by Jude Oliver, who lives in Senate District 10. She is a youth move team facilitator and relies on her own lived experience within youth serving systems to inform decision makers on the youth perspective within those systems. She helps lead the Youth Move Nevada team to keep the youth voice at the table when decisions are being made. So please join me in welcoming them today.
Senator Flores.
Thank you, Mr. President. Today I am joined by three guests, if I could have you rise. We just heard my colleague to my right talk about PEP, so I won't go into that. I will only simply say that Magdalena Ruiz is a constituent of Senate District 2, and it's an honor to have you here. And she is here on behalf of PEP. I'm also joined by Rodolfo, who is a student at Boyd, and I look forward to him joining the legal community soon and maybe trying to bring him on the team. We'll see. And Liridian Gamboa, who's doing her master's in social work at UNLV. If you could please let them feel welcome by giving them a round of applause.
Senator Severs-Gansert.
Thank you, Mr. President, for a second time. We have Elmcrest Elementary School, which is in my district. I think they're in the balcony. I don't know if they can stand up. We can't really see them because they're smaller. They're 4th and 5th graders. And we're really excited that they're here with us today. Would everyone please help them feel welcome?
Okay, Senator Cannizzaro.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that the Senate stand in recess until the hour of 4:45 p.m.
Thank you. You heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, nay. Motion is carried. We are in recess till 4:45.